This message comes from Sony Pictures Classics with The Room Next Door, the new film by Pedro Almodovar starring Julianne Moore and Tilda Swinton. After years go by, two friends meet again in an extreme but sweet situation in select theaters December 20th.
It's the holiday season. That's why you're hearing these sound effects.
And in Catalonia, one part of the Christmas tradition is the caganer in the nativity scene.
The caganer we had never heard of before, really just a couple moments ago. Online to tell us about it is Marc Ignasi Corral. He's a member of a society called the Friends of the Caganer.
Well, the caganer is a small figure we put in the nativities in Christmas, and it's a pooper, but it's a guy pooping. And it's a quite traditional figure we use here in Catalonia in our nativities. But, well, in recent years it has become a very, very, very popular figure, and they're making any sort of characters like politicians, sportsmen, or Hello Kitty, for instance, or Darth Vader, or the Queen of England. Yes.
So I would have say that a little figure of the
yes.
Queen of England pooping.
Yes. Or Hello Kitty pooping. Yes.
Well, so how did this tradition begin? You think of a regular nativity scene. You've got, I guess, Joseph and Mary. You have the baby Jesus.
Yes.
You got the three wise men.
Yes.
So at what point did then the caganer come into the nativity scene? Or what prompted it?
That was centuries ago, around the 16th, 17th century, or maybe even older. And here in Catalonia, we're quite scatological. For instance, we, instead of having Santa, we have a pooping log. So it's a log that will kick, and then we'll poo the presents, Christmas presents, all right? So we are sort of very scatological here in our culture.
Did you say it's a pooping log?
Yes, a pooping log.
A log that poops?
Yes. You will go to the forest, get a nice log, and then you would take it home, and you would feed it with water and dry bread. And then Christmas Eve or Christmas, you would cover the log with a blanket. Then you send the kids somewhere else. And then you put the presents under the blanket, and then they come with long sticks and start kicking the log and singing songs that if you are not to pull out of things, I would kick you strong. And then they remove the blanket, and then they find the presents, and they go back again somewhere else. They put more presents, put the blanket on, and that's the way that the log poos the Christmas present.
Oh, so the log, it poops presents.
Yes.
I find that astonishing.
Well,
Hey, Mark, just to be clear, the caganer is there actual poop?
Yes, you can see, yes. Well, It's made, it can be plastic or ceramic or whatever, yes. You go internet, you go Google, you write caganer, you put even Hello Kitty, and probably there's pictures from the front and the back.
So what's your favorite in your collection, your favorite caganer?
Oh, they're different. I've got a plastic one which represents Dali.
Uh-huh.
But I've got a small collection. In any case, it's around 150 caganers, so not much to pick around.
All right, I want to interrupt. So what's about to happen is Mike is about to ask a question, and Mark is not going to hear the question correctly, but we still want to leave it in.
Does the Dali, is he pooping surreal poop?
No, it's not real poop. It's plastilin poop. The poo is always the same material than the caganer is done. You don't really get. No, it's a representation of the poo. You don't. It's not. No, you don't really get. Well, that would be very, very melly. No, it's made of the same material. If you've got the plastic caganer, you've got the plastic poo. Yes.
Well, Mark, thank you so much for telling us about this.
You're very welcome.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
This is How to Do Everything. I'm Mike.
And I'm Ian. On today's show, how to hug anybody you might be visiting this holiday season.
But first, hey Shannon, what can we help you with?
So I was talking with my boyfriend about holiday traditions, and he was saying that they always have Sprite in their eggnog. And I thought that sounded terrible, but he claimed that everyone does it.
I have never heard of that before.
No, I love eggnog. I've never even thought about putting Sprite in it.
Right? Me neither.
Okay, so where are you from?
I am from Utah.
Okay. And your boyfriend?
Utah as well.
Okay.
Is he from a different part of Utah?
Yeah, I'm from the very top of Utah, and he's from the very south of Utah.
Okay.
Does he put Sprite in everything he drinks?
No, I've never seen him drink a Sprite before.
Wait, does he put eggnog in everything then?
No, I've never seen him drink eggnog either, but apparently they have to go hand in hand.
Have you tried it?
No, it doesn't sound good to me.
No, it doesn't. How long have you been going out with this guy?
About 2 years.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
He claimed that if I ever spend Christmas with his family, they'll be drinking that.
Oh. All right, Shannon, we're gonna do some research on this question.
Perfect. Thank you.
You know, we should, the way to answer this is to do a taste test.
Try it ourselves.
The question, though, is not whether it's good or bad, I think, but rather, is this a normal thing? Is this a thing that normal people drink?
We're going to bring in our official taste tester, Peter Sagal, and let him try it out.
Peter,
Yes.
thanks for coming in.
Oh, yeah.
I understand you're in a bit of a bad mood today.
It's post-holiday blues.
I think what we have here is going to pick you back up.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. I could use a pickup.
Before we get to the taste test,
Yeah.
let me ask you this question. Would you describe yourself as a normal person?
I would give that a qualified yes. Yeah, I would go for normal. I know people that argue with you.
Uh-huh.
I spent the weekend with some of them, but I can tell you that yes, I would say normal.
You feel like your range of interests, the behaviors that you engage in, they're
Certainly within the norm of like if I for example put out a personal ad, say, listing my interests, the things I like to do, it would be so boring as to be completely, it wouldn't stand out from the crowd. It would just be your usual things: books, movies, long walks on the beach, sort of thing.
Okay, so we'd like you to taste something.
Oh God.
But before you sit, 3 mugs of eggnog.
Yes.
They're all different in some way.
I can only start to imagine.
We would love you to taste them and just tell us what you think.
All right. So we're going to number them 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So I'm trying number 1. Here we go. Eggnog.
Peter's first mug is plain eggnog.
Tastes like eggnog,
Okay.
I would say.
Yeah. Okay. Let's try the next one.
This is. I'm looking at these carefully. This one seems to have little specks of something. I'm hoping nutmeg.
We can't explain the specs.
Here we go. So it's eggnog number 2.
Mug number 2 is eggnog with Sprite.
That's terrible. I mean, it's not disgusting, but it's terrible.
Describe the taste?
Well, there's definitely something like eggnog in it, but something's been added.
Yeah.
That has a lighter. It's been mixed. I would guess with some kind of soda, is a guess. I mean, a sweet soda.
Okay.
I would say, and it doesn't taste good.
So that was not
That's
good.
no. That's bad.
And as a normal person, you think no.
I think no to that second one. Yes.
Okay.
All right, let's try then the final mug.
All right. This looks a little different.
The final mug is eggnog with Malort.
Oh, this has a different smell. Hang on.
The world's worst liquor.
I don't know what you guys put in that, but it is bad.
Do you want to guess?
It smelled like alcohol. Yeah.
Well,
No, it's got like a medicinal aftertaste. It's like
Yeah.
almost chemical, almost like a medicine or, no, it's bad. Mineral oil? Did you put? No, I don't know what you
We're not going to poison you. We can tell you it's Malort
Oh,
and eggnog.
should have seen that coming.
didn't have anything to do with the experiment, but we wanted to give it to you.
Thank you.
We don't want to disappoint you.
No. And in a weird way, it did improve my mood. Thank you. There are certain things that will always be constant. Your sort of general hostility, as expressed through Malort, will always be with me.
What's something you love?
Something I love. Really?
Yeah.
Well, right now I love the TV show Jessica Jones.
Okay.
Does that count?
Yeah, I also love it.
That's great.
I was just trying to get you to say something like that because I think we'll edit at the end that you love Malort.
Peter, thank you.
This is where I don't know what to say, because usually I'd say it's a pleasure, and that's not applicable. I love my Lord. I love my Lord. I love my Lord. I love my Lord.
Hey, if you have any questions for us, be they holiday or non-holiday related, get them to us at howto@npr.org.
We promise that we'll do whatever we can to find an answer to the questions you send us, and we'll find it in an easy way. You won't have to force the answer out of us by hitting us with a stick.
Poop logs, we are not. No, we are men. We are human beings who you needn't hit with a stick. You just have to send your question to howto@npr.org.
This message comes from NPR sponsor Rosetta Stone, an expert in language learning for 30 years. Right now, NPR listeners can get Rosetta Stone's lifetime membership to 25 different languages for 50% off. Learn more at rosettastone.com/NPR. This message comes from Sun and Ski Sports. Picture the scene. Fresh powder, sparkling slopes, and effortless gliding on perfectly fitted skis. Sun and Ski Sports is making magical mountain moments possible this holiday season. Discover the best gifts of the season with up to 50% off premium outdoor brands. Purchases of skis or snowboards before December 30th include free setup and binding mount. Daily advent calendar giveaways on social media add to the holiday excitement. Shop in-store or at sunandski.com. This message comes from Bluehost. Need a website fast? Bluehost's AI gives you custom WordPress sites in minutes and built-in marketing tools with 24/7 support to keep your website growing. Go to bluehost.com now to launch yours today.
Hey, Derek, what can we help you with?
I had a question about hugs. I guess it all started in middle school or high school. Some girl gave me a hug, and she was like, "You're terrible at this." And I guess I've kind of been self-conscious of that ever since. I know how to hug my girlfriend, but any steps less than that, I'm not quite sure on what the friendly hug should be.
Describe your current hug technique when you do it right.
I never initiate hugs, so I just kind of, if someone's coming towards me with their arms out, I kind of stick my arms out and let them take the lead.
The way you tell that, it sounds like just a stranger on the street coming at you that way.
It could be. I wouldn't know how to hug them better.
So, Derek, when you're looking ahead here, what are you envisioning with your hug situation?
Well, I'll be visiting my girlfriend's parents for Christmas, and I'm not sure how to hug them. I understand that she doesn't come from a family of huggers either, really, but I don't want to seem distant.
Yeah. So, Derek, I would anticipate you're going to need to get ready for hugs upon that first initial moment when you get together with the parents.
Yeah, that's something I'm a little worried about.
All right, we're going to get on this because I do think that you want to get this right.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
I think we have somebody who can help out Derek.
On the line with us now is Gerald McCoy. He's a defensive tackle for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers who play football.
Now, Gerald was the third pick in the 2010 NFL draft. And if you don't follow this, the draft is where the college players get picked by whatever pro team, and they go up and meet Roger Goodell, the commissioner. So, Gerald, why don't you tell us, first of all, why you're qualified to help Derek?
Well, the day prior to the draft picks get to go sit in the office with Mr. Goodell, and wasn't nobody talking, so I just kind of broke the ice and was like, tomorrow, whenever we get drafted, wherever we get drafted, what types of things are restricted, what can't we do, what can we do? And he was like, I'll tell you this, I just want you to show emotion. Show that you're happy about what's going on. So, I was like, all right, well, remember you gave me the okay. So when it came, that's just what happened.
Well, can you tell the story?
Oh, well, after I got drafted, I was already emotional because my mother passed away when I was 19, and she didn't get to see me get drafted. So I was kind of emotional about that. I was emotional about the fact that I had been through a whole lot to get to this point, and now I'm being drafted to play in the NFL, which is what I've been working for my whole life. So I walk on stage, and typically, people give him the commissioner a handshake. Well, I walk on stage, he sticks his hand out, And I walked right past his hand and just give him a huge bear hug because I was just happy. I didn't know what else to do. And I was just so happy, man. And I'm a hugger. I'm from the South, man. I'm from Oklahoma, so that's what we do. We don't really shake hands. We hug in Oklahoma.
Right.
So when I got out here to Florida and everybody was shaking hands, it was kind of, I didn't know how to, take it. I hugged. So that's just what I did.
So for people, so they can picture this image properly, can you tell us how big you are?
Yeah, I'm 6'4", 300.
That's a big hug.
Yeah.
And what did the commissioner do once you got him in that bear hug?
Well, I think I kind of squeezed the air out of him because he kind of made like a grunting noise, like I was hurting him. So I let him go, but he was happy. He seen that I was excited and he just had fun with it, so it was good.
So, Gerald, you broke the hugging ice. Did other draftees hug him after that?
It was a continuous cycle. It was like 5 straight people came out with hugs. It was ridiculous. And then the year after, everybody was hugging the commissioner. It was pretty cool.
Well, we heard that this year, at least, before the draft starts, he advises players that they can hug him, but to please be careful. Basically, don't squeeze me to death.
Right.
So you are responsible for a new rule at the draft.
Yeah, I didn't mean to break his back. He's a pretty tough guy.
Yeah.
Well, so we are a how-to show, and one of our listeners, Derek, wrote in, and he is going to visit his girlfriend's parents, and he's worried about hugging them properly. So as one of history's great huggers, do you want to give Derek some advice?
Go for it. Just go for it. You're visiting your girlfriend's parents. You don't want your girlfriend's parents to think that, 1, you're weak, and 2, that you're not really into their daughter. So just act like you're excited to be there and you're happy to be in that girl's life. When you go to meet somebody's parents, if you're happy to be in that person's life, then everything that comes with it, you're just happy to be around. So if you go and you're there and you're excited, because most people would be apprehensive and real cautious when they get around the significant other's parents. They just get real cautious and don't know how to act. If you just show them that you're happy to be there, then I think they'll accept you even more. So just go for it, man. Just give them a nice squeeze. Southern hospitality, my brother.
Well, this has been great. Thanks so much for helping out Derek.
All right, no problem.
That does it for this week's show. What we learned today, Mike?
Well, I learned about the Kagane, which I didn't know about, the pooper in the nativity scene. I mean, you think about the 3 wise men who come. They bring gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Mm-hmm. You wonder if maybe there wasn't a 4th guy at one point who was just like, hold on, guys, I'm coming.
No, you're not, we're not going to call you one of the wise men. There's 3 wise men and 1 disgusting man. I love the idea of the pooping log. I find it astounding, as I said. But I also, when you think about it, Santa Claus he seems to enjoy what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's jolly. He's happy all night. He's with his reindeer friends.
Yeah.
The pooping log gets dragged from its home in the woods, covered with a blanket, and kicked by children until it poops out presents.
Do you think that Santa has seen what happens to the pooping log, and that's why he sneaks in through the chimney and he gets out before anyone sees him? Because he knows that if he gets caught, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah. You're going to cover him with a blanket and kick him right in his bowl full of jelly.
Come here, old man.
Ho! 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 How to Do Everything is produced by Nadia Wilson with technical direction from Lorna White.
Our intern this week is Stinky Candace Mattel.
That just seems mean.
What? She's not holding the cheese anymore?
She has. Yeah, when she doesn't have the cheese.
Oh, I apologize, Candace.
Our website is howtodoeverything.org. Our email address is howto@npr.org. I'm Ian.
And I'm Mike. Thanks.
Needs a pooper.
This message comes from GiveWell. GiveWell provides rigorous, transparent research about the best giving opportunities so that donors can make informed decisions about high-impact giving. To learn more, go to givewell.org and pick podcast and enter NPR at checkout.
This message comes from NPR sponsor Shopify, the global commerce platform that helps you sell and show up exactly the way you want to. Customize your online store to your style. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/NPR.